Good morning and hello everyone. We are proud to present our science project titled Natural Loofah Sponge and Eco-Friendly Sustainable Filtration Material. This project was carried out by me, Vivian Ng Jiawen, Teo Ziyi, and Lim Jingyun. We are students from Sekolah Menengah Jenis Kebangsaan Jitsin 2 SPS. Thank you for being here today. We are excited to share our findings with you.
Before we dive into our experiment, let's take a moment to introduce our main material, the loofah sponge. Loofah is actually the mature fruit of a plant called Loofah cylindrica, which is part of the cucumber family. When the fruit ripens and dries, it forms a fibrous, porous, sponge-like structure. Traditionally, people have used loofah as a natural scrubber for cleaning and personal hygiene. Loofah is natural, biodegradable, renewable, and chemically inert, which means it doesn't react with the water or chemicals. Most importantly, its porous structure makes it excellent for both mechanical filtration by physically trapping particles and biological filtration by providing a surface for beneficial bacteria to grow. Because of these characteristics, we believe loofah could be a sustainable and effective alternative to the synthetic plastic sponges commonly used in aquarium filtration systems.
Now, let's move on to the problem we are trying to solve. In most aquarium filtration systems, plastic fiber sponges are widely used as the first-line filter to trap dirt and waste. However, these synthetic sponges come with major drawbacks. Over time, they contribute to plastic waste and even worse, they may release microplastic particles into the water. This is harmful not only to fish but also to the environment, especially when aquarium water is disposed of. This brings us to an interesting alternative, the natural loofah sponge. Loofah is biodegradable, eco-friendly, and has a porous structure that could make it suitable for filtration. It could potentially replace synthetic sponges, but here's the problem. The actual filtration performance of loofah in aquarium systems isn't well understood. That's why we asked this important question in our project. Can the natural, eco-friendly loofah sponge replace the synthetic plastic sponge in a water filtration system?
To answer the question, our main objective of this project is to find out whether the natural loofah sponge can effectively replace the synthetic plastic sponge in aquarium filtration systems. We wanted to evaluate its performance as a sustainable, eco-friendly alternative that's better for both aquatic life and the environment. To achieve this, we had two specific objectives. First, to prepare a man-made 9-liter wastewater sample to serve as the standardized initial water condition. This dirty water helps us simulate the kind of waste found in real aquariums and ensure that both filtration systems started with exactly the same water conditions so that our comparison would be fair and reliable. Second, we measure and compare the key water quality parameter in both aquariums. These parameters included water pH, hardness, clarity, and odor. We recorded the result every day for 7 consecutive days. By doing this, we were able to observe how well the loofah sponge performed and whether it's truly a viable natural replacement for conventional plastic filters.
To begin the experiment, we first prepare a 9-liter sample of wastewater by mixing tap water with soil, organic fertilizer, a pinch of sugar, and a few drops of milk. This mixture was designed to mimic dirty aquarium water. Next, we set up 2 identical aquarium tanks, each with its own filtration compartment. In one tank, we install a natural loofah sponge and in the other, a synthetic plastic sponge. We then divided the 9 liters of prepared wastewater equally between the 2 tanks, adding 4.5 liters to each. Once the filtration system was set up, we started the filtration process. Over the next 7 days, we measured and recorded key water quality parameters daily, specifically pH, water hardness, water clarity, and odor to observe and compare the performance of both filtration materials.
Let's look at the first result, the pH of the water. For most freshwater fish, the ideal pH range is between 6.8 and 7.6. However, in the tank using the plastic sponge, the pH stayed constant at 6.2 throughout all 7 days. This level is too acidic for fish and could cause stress or health issues if used long term. The plastic sponge clearly didn't help improve the acidity of the water. Now, compare that to the loofah sponge system. We started at the same acidic pH of 6.2, but by day 4, the pH has risen to 6.8, and by day 5, it reached 7.2, which is comfortably within the ideal range. It stayed at 7.2 until the end of the experiment. This suggests that loofah sponge not only filtered the water but also helped to balance its pH, possibly due to microbial growth or natural compounds in the plant material that neutralize the acidity. So in terms of pH improvement, loofah clearly outperformed plastic.
Next, we look at the water hardness, which is mainly caused by calcium and magnesium ions. It plays a very important role in aquarium health, and the ideal range for fish is between 50 and 250 mg per liter. In the plastic sponge filtration system, the water hardness stays at 250 mg per liter throughout all 7 days. This means the plastic sponge didn't have any noticeable effect on removing dissolved minerals from the water. However, in the loofah sponge system, we saw a gradual and consistent drop in water hardness from 250 mg per liter on day 0 to 100 by day 2, 50 by day 3, and finally reaching 0 mg per liter on day 6, staying at 0 through day 7. This suggests that the loofah sponge was actively removing or absorbing the minerals or possibly supporting microbial activity that help lock these minerals into undetectable forms.
We also observed a big difference in water clarity between the two systems. Clear water usually means the filtration is working well, removing solid waste and organic particles. In the plastic sponge system, the water remained murky and cloudy even after 7 days. This shows the plastic had limited ability to trap debris or support beneficial bacteria. In contrast, the loofah sponge system showed much clearer water by day 7. The loofah seemed to physically trap more waste and likely supported helpful microbes that broke down organic material more effectively.
Finally, we notice clear difference in odor. Dirty aquarium water often smells because of waste build-up and poor filtration. In the plastic sponge aquarium, the water had a strong foul smell from day 1 to day 6 and only became slightly better at day 7. But in the loofah sponge system, the improvement was much faster. After just 1 day, the odor became mild, and by day 2, the smell was completely gone and stayed that way for the rest of the experiment. This tells us that the loofah sponge was far more effective at managing organic waste, probably thanks to its natural porous structures which offer more surface area for microbes to grow and break down pollutants.
In conclusion, when we compare the 4 key water quality indicators, pH, water hardness, water clarity, and odor. The natural loofah sponge consistently performed better than the synthetic plastic sponge. The loofah sponge didn't just filter the water, it helped balance the pH, reduce excess minerals, clear up murky water, and even remove bad smells more quickly and effectively. While the plastic sponge showed little to no improvement in water quality over 7 days. The loofah sponge consistently delivered better and faster results across all 4 parameters. Overall, this result shows that loofah is not only effective, but also an eco-friendly and sustainable option for aquarium filtration. Most importantly, loofah is 100% natural, biodegradable, and eco-friendly, unlike plastic sponge, which contribute to long-term environmental waste. This makes the loofah sponge not just an effective filter, but also a sustainable and responsible choice for anyone who wants to keep aquarium water clean while protecting the environment.
For that, we have created a tagline for our loofah sponge filtration system. Rethink filtration,
Rethink
rethink
plastic.
plastic, choose loofah.
I'm Vivian Ng Jiawen.
I'm Teo Ziyi.
I'm Lim Jingyun.
Thank you for listening our presentation.